Hi there guys, I hope you are all having a good day. Now, something slightly unlikely has happened. Anthony Joshua has offered to spar Tyson Fury in preparation for his rematch with Deontay Wilder. This is what Anthony Joshua had to say publicly. Fury, if you need me for sparring, I've sparred Fury when we were kids anyway. I'd go to America, spar Fury and get him ready for his Wilder fight. Now, obviously, this was met with a response from Tyson Fury himself, and he accepted Anthony Joshua's offer to spar him for his rematch with Deontay Wilder. He said he accepts his challenge and hopes that himself and Anthony Joshua one day have a fight. But he said well done for Anthony Joshua's recent performance against Andy Ruiz Jr., and he hopes that Anthony Joshua is sincere in his offer to help him get ready for Deontay Wilder. So, this is kind of a U-turn considering these two were at loggerheads at one point. I mean, I think they've always respected each other, but at this stage, I don't think they consider each other as rivals. Ultimately, they both have other things they are focusing on. Obviously, Tyson Fury has his rematch with Deontay Wilder. There is a rematch clause in that as well, so he will fight Deontay Wilder for a third time next year as well, as long as Deontay Wilder wants that fight after Tyson Fury beats him so bad. But ultimately, Tyson Fury is tied up for 2 fights, and as is Anthony Joshua, he has 2 mandatories to get out of the way. Kubrat Pulev and Alexander Usyk. So fighting each other at this point in the square circle isn't really top of the priority list. It cannot be anyway because they are both contracted to fight 2 other fights before that is even possible. So at this stage they are barely rivals because they are so far off a possible fight that really it doesn't matter anyway, because when that fight does start, obviously there will be a big build up. They will not want to be sparring each other then. But at this stage, I don't think it's going to matter too much, as long as Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury don't give too much of themselves away and reveal a way to beat them. Because ultimately, sparring is a fickle thing. I mean, you often hear fighters say, I've sparred you before, so I know how to beat you. Tony Bellew and David Haye comes to mind. Tony Bellew said he knew how to beat David Haye because he had sparred him previously and knew that he was going to cause David Haye problems. And it did come to pass in their fight, to be honest. So ultimately, people don't really want to give away too much in sparring. You hear Anthony Yarde say he doesn't want to spar anyone other than in his circle. I mean, him and Tunde both say they never spar, but I'd say they would, but just not outside their circle. The people in the gym are the only ones that they spar because they don't want to give someone the opportunity and the chance and the blueprint to beating them. So obviously, this sparring session is a weird one between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, and I don't know whether it will come to pass. Anthony Joshua said about it on a Sky Sports interview, and I don't know whether he meant it or not. Tyson Fury was obviously sincere in accepting the offer. As I said, there is no reason why it can't, but I just think that maybe it won't happen because they will be worried about giving things away. So perhaps this won't happen, but it is nice that they are getting along for once. They obviously were rivals at one point because there was a big possibility of them fighting, and there were offers being made and put on the table. But at this stage, they are just countrymen because it is so far off the possibility of them fighting. And I think at the end of the day, I think that will be the fight for Undisputed, Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, because I believe Tyson Fury will beat Deontay Wilder, and if there is a rematch, I believe he'll beat him again. I'm just thinking maybe Deontay Wilder won't want any more after being beat by Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury, I mean, he's so physically imposing in there, he's so big, and he moves so well, he makes you miss by an inch and makes you pay, and Deontay Wilder struggled with that last time, and I see Deontay Wilder getting stopped in this fight. I'm not saying it's going to be easy for Tyson Fury. He may have to take another right hand off of Deontay Wilder, but if he can sustain his attack and make sure he stays on his feet and doesn't get silly or reckless, I believe he does beat Deontay Wilder within the distance. This fight ain't going the distance again anyway, I don't believe. So whether this sparring session will come to pass or not aside, what will Anthony Joshua be able to do to help Tyson Fury prepare for Deontay Wilder? Well, there's not going to be much better preparation out there really than the unified heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua. And I just believe that Anthony Joshua is a way better version than Deontay Wilder. He has that potent punching power, but he can also box as well. Deontay Wilder is not as good a boxer as Anthony Joshua. I think we can say that's a certainty. But Deontay Wilder does have that one big punch. He can end a fight at any minute, and so does Anthony Joshua. So Anthony Joshua's boxing IQ, his boxing ability, and his punching power would surely help Tyson Fury prepare for Deontay Wilder, because Anthony Joshua does punch like a mule, and he has knocked out opponents who are a much higher level than the opponents that Deontay Wilder has knocked out. Deontay Wilder's best name on his resume and most impressive win is Luis Ortiz. And I'd say that was in the first fight, because Luis Ortiz in the second fight was faded a little bit, but still he was outboxing and beating Deontay Wilder and made a mistake. But again, you have to give Deontay Wilder credit. He just lost 7 rounds and found 1 punch. It is always said that you have to be perfect for 36 minutes in there with Deontay Wilder. He has to be perfect for 1. And the same can apply with Anthony Joshua. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Anthony Joshua saying he would like to help Tyson Fury prepare for Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury accepting his offer. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.